Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Forward with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Lockett the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick-6. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick.
bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
2nd down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Austin Hooper, 59 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Lockett the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
By Kevin Byard.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's George. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Andre Johnson, 26 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jackson on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up
on 3rd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
On 1st down, George. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
George.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
at the 30-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And touchdown! A great play there. 30 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
The attempt at the
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Visitors 6.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now Jackson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of
Play
6.
action. Now Jackson.
3rd and 4.
He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
For the point after.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown. Julio Jones. 71 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Lockett, the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
There defensively.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jackson throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score our home team 25. Visitors 20.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Lockett the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
It's by Kevin Byard, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 30.
They run it again with Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a pickup at 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's George. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and
they'll keep it on the ground. It's George. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
We got this.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the gain there. And it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They run the counter. George. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I
Ay, could count on my power, ay, look at my dogs from me. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Ay. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watch me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. What a spin. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They go with Chubb on second down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Elvis Dumervil. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Mostert now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for
well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Visitors, nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb, 33 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. On the screen, it's Bettis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A carry now for Bettis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Mostert now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. It's caught. Lockett. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ball carrier. A.J. Terrell on the tackle.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson, he'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Hey. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Lockett the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Is on the return. His guys take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Marcus Lawrence on the stop.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 15.
A run. This is Bettis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Bettis.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
A gain of
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerome Bettis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7.
Visitors 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Mostert now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And again, it's Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by